We know you chilled hard last month with your December salary, and unexpectedly you hear the news that schools are reopening and you must pay that school fees. But you and I know that, Charlie, money don't finish. Sikanasa. Access Bank is here to give you a comforting start to the year with Access Bank School Fees Loan. Simply switch your salary account to Access Bank today and have access to up to 200,000 Ghana cedis to settle your school fees, that of your children, and to cater for other personal needs. And if you're a public sector worker, you already receive your salary through Access Bank, it even gets better for you. You can simply walk into any Access Bank branch today to access this loan. And what's more, you don't have to walk far off to pay that school fees. Right at any of our 52 branches nationwide, you can pay conveniently without stress. Switch your salary account today and settle that school fees with ease. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, you can call toll free 0800 004400 or you can visit ghana.accessbankplc.com. Access Bank, more than banking.
Drive time on Joy with Lexis Bill.
Our Drive Chat is proudly brought to you by MTN. Choose your own bundle your own way with MTN Flexi Bundle. Just dial *138# and enjoy bundles that don't expire. TCL, the creative life.
Joy 99.7 FM.
You know, as always, MTN wants you to experience the safest and most secure way to enjoy MTN Momo. And that's why, hey, from 1st of February 2021, you'll be required to present a valid national ID card anytime you visit a Momo agent to perform a transaction. Now, note that this is to help you keep receiving cash and just handling your transactions in a safe and secure way. That's why we're good together. Just Momo it everywhere you go. And I mentioned earlier that this afternoon we're having an open clinic with the best doctor in Ghana. Doctor number one. International doctor. Doctor with swag. He's joining Beard Gang. But how is it that I don't really understand how hair can grow on your head, on your beard, but not on your head? I don't understand. It's the same head, but you can have hair growing on your cheeks and your jaw and things, and you get beard and look this way. But on your head, it's a quadrica. What is the science behind the dog?
After such a glorious introduction, you be already baby.
It's okay. Well, anyway, back to it. The best doctor in Ghana. Doctor, sexy doctor, salesy doctor, Doctor Navoa, the ladies' man. Hey.
Actually, I know we are quite.
Baby, I'm there funny there. But you're looking good, man.
Thank you, Kwame.
The stunners are back. The shades are back here from Kofi Ansa.
Kofi Ansa, if you
That's
go
right.
and pass through small,
you go buy shades.
The workshop, let's go there. I'll be all fine.
That's right. Oh, you're looking good. It's made
there.
you look good, man.
Thank you.
Charlie, please put is the video live on Facebook. I want everybody to go and check him out and put an emoji, a heart emoji there. Say, we love you, doctor. Charlie, oh, swag. Can I manage you?
Oh,
got some
Philip
modeling contract.
Philip is the agent. Is my manager.
Yeah, Philip is
manager
the agent.
So if you talk to him,
so he asked you to grow the beard.
It's all part of the new. I see new look. This was create a new look for me.
I see. Anyway, good to have you, Doc. So
right,
today,
good to be here, Kwame.
You helped us the other day to plan our year.
Right.
The things we need to check out, check up, and all of that.
Yes.
Today we won't have an open clinic. As the year started, people have health issues that they would want to seek counsel on. So we are going to activate the phone lines so that people can call in. Whatever it is you'd want to ask the drive doctor, you can do that. You can call us and he would try as much as possible to respond to it. I'm sure there are a few others that he wouldn't be able to go into detail, and that would probably need some personal conversations and all of that. But if you want clarity on any of the topics that we have discussed as well here on the show, we've discussed almost every health issue here on our Drive Chat with the Drive Doctor. And today we just opened the forum for you to give us a call. And ask any question. Doc, you
so yes, good afternoon to all our listeners, and it's good to be here again, Kwame. And yes, you're right. Last week we started off with developing a health plan for 2021. Well, yes, last week we couldn't take a lot of questions. I realized that a lot of people have questions. Beginning of the year, what do they have to do? So many different health issues. So today we're not going to talk. Today we're going to field as many questions as possible.
Yeah.
And then let's see what's on the mind of the public.
Okay.
Of course, we're not going to be able to discuss into detail personal, issues. So we will just take the topics from the questions as they come. But Kwame, before we start, a few birthday wishes, starting with you.
Oh yeah.
And today I'm just going to say that they should do all the Momo through me. And then they should do the Vodafone cash through, Madam. We have agreed. That's why we've had an agreement. So everybody listening, Sunday was Lexis's birthday, so show some love. So we'll put the Momo number up. Now it will come through me. Then I will give you your share at the end of the day. So
my share.
You don't give it Giamma. So I'll give you your share. Then I take my agent's fee.
So
happy birthday, Kwame.
Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you.
Today is my mom's birthday.
Oh yes.
Yes, Auntie Julie. We all call her Auntie Julie.
Yeah.
Juliana Akusia HR Apia. She's 69 today.
Yeah.
She's the proprietress of our heritage school in Major.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Best mom.
Yeah.
If your mother is a teacher, Kwame.
I was privileged to drive her car at church a couple
really?
Sundays ago. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I helped her park. I was so happy.
Right.
I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, so today's her birthday. I hope
Yeah.
I'll be able to swing by and then just give her a few kisses. Yes.
Awesome.
So, yes, let's get that out of the way.
All right, so 0302216541 phone lines activated. If you have any issue you'd want the drive doctor to, give clarity to, you can call us, okay? And we'll get him to speak to it.
It, just Momo it. When you tire for the long queue in the supermarket, just Momo it. And when you really want that beautiful new blouse too, just Momo it. And when you won't get that trim, when you go get fresh to impress, you know who, just Momo it. And when you need to pay that your utility bill and domestic staff set, just Momo it. And when you want send love to the family for back home, just Momo it. So many ways there. When you go feel use your MTN Momo wallet, make payments with scan to pay. When you go use the QR code. Or you go fit use the merchant ID or on bank POS terminals. You go fit also transfer money between mobile money wallets and bank account, all on MTN Momo. Enjoy real convenience in all your financial transactions and live life the brighter way with MTN Momo. We are good together. Just Momo it. We're there for you everywhere you go.
Hey, I tried it.
See how money travels so easily. Straight from Ghana across Africa.
Access Africa. Makes your transfers easy to be received.
For your business, pleasure or school fees, make that transfer quickly and safely.
Enjoy a more efficient and fast way of sending and receiving money across Africa and beyond with Access Africa. Download the all-new Access Bank mobile app or walk into any Access Bank branch nationwide to send or receive an instant money transfer with ease today. For more information, call 0800 004400 toll-free. Access Africa. The world is next door.
Access Africa. Makes your transfers easy to be received.
Joy 99.7 FM.
You're welcome back. Let's get talking here on our drive chat. I've got Kelly on the line. Hello, Kelly.
Oh, Kwame. What kind of Jama song is this?
It be Access Jama. It be keke. Anyway, the doctor is here. Talk to me, Kelly.
No piano guitar. Yeah. It's an imam this year. I like the program seriously.
I'm
I like
glad.
the program, especially that your personality profile and those kind of things.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
So I want to meet you maybe if God permit next week.
Okay, I hear you. But do you have any question for the drive doctor, though?
Oh, not really.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have you done your annual checkup already?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with Joyce and everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with Joyce. Every presenter. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Kelly, thank you so much, and God bless you. And I hope we can get to meet soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see who else is online. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mustafa.
Yes, please.
You're welcome. How are you?
Thank you, Lexis.
Yeah. The drive doctor is here, Mustafa.
Yes, Lexis. I have a personal question for doctor.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I'm
Mustafa.
a health worker.
Right.
And I've had a number of patients coming to us with the problem of not enjoying love making, the women. So in that case, how do you help them out?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's our first question, and you went straight to the 18, right? Okay, so that's a loaded question. I think sometime last year, we talked about sexual dysfunction.
Yeah.
So most of what you are referencing comes under that umbrella of sexual dysfunction. There are different specific issues under that particular umbrella term. So I think we spoke about ED, for example, in men.
Yeah.
And then for women, we'll talk about sexual dysfunction to cover things like inability to experience orgasm.
Yeah.
So that is one big problem that most women would have. There is also what we call dyspareunia, painful intercourse.
Yeah.
Painful intercourse. You get to see that typically in women who are near the menopause or after the menopause, because of all the hormonal changes that happen in the vagina. So all these things happen during that period. So we need to know the specific history
Okay.
about why the person is not enjoying. Sometimes it's purely relational, psychological.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Let's talk to Bernice now. Hello, Bernice.
Hello, Alexis.
Hi. How are you, Bernice?
I'm fine, thank you. Please, I would like to ask a question, but it's a little personal. So if it's possible
go ahead.
to ask.
Go ahead.
Come again.
Go ahead.
Can I test it so that you read it for him?
Or do you want to talk to us after the show?
Oh, you can send it on our WhatsApp platform as well. You have our WhatsApp number, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just send it via WhatsApp and I'll read it out for you, okay?
No, if you still read it also, I want to talk to him.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Oh, you want to talk to him now, you mean?
Yeah,
Off
but
air
it's
or
a
on
little
air?
personal, so I don't want to say it online.
Okay. So probably after the show, he's going to leave his number that you can talk to him, okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you very much.
Okay, now in Spintex is giving a little tip about the first question. So to help women enjoy it, it's simple. Just get better at it. Wow.
I think the question really is, how do you get better at it?
How do you get better at it?
So,
that is the question.
Yo.
Okay, so Eric says, I have foods that I'm allergic to.
Okay.
But Indomie is not one of them. Anytime I eat that, I get itchy or something.
Mm-hmm.
My only relief is when I pierce them and cut them. You get boils and let out bad blood.
Right.
Okay, I'm sure he's talking about allergies.
Exactly. So I was
sure
going to
he's talking
address,
about
I think what he's trying to address is food allergies.
food allergies. Okay.
So, yes, some people have food allergies. And I remember once I had this very scary experience when I had twin sisters coming in from the USA, and they're allergic to seeds. And they were staying with the host family in Ekropon. And they gave them agushi with boiled plantain and eggs for their first night. And they were rushed to medical shortly after with breathing difficulties and swollen lips and very itchy, tongues. It was difficult until they were wondering what had happened, because it was shortly after a meal they were fine. And then the next minute, they've got this reaction and struggling to breathe. One of them then finally said, I'm allergic to seeds. So I asked them what they ate, and they said they ate this agushi stew.
Yeah.
So food allergies are very, very common. I know people who are allergic to pineapples, who are allergic to nuts as well. So the reactions vary. Sometimes you'd get a rash. some kind of wheel-like reaction where you have raised patches suddenly developing. Sometimes you get itchiness on a particular part of the body, usually the lips or the tongue. Becomes very, very irritated. Those are the trivial symptoms, but sometimes you can get a swelling in your throat as well, which can cause breathing problems.
So he needs to find out exactly what he's allergic to.
Exactly. And it's simply by keeping an allergy diary. That's what we encourage everybody to do. It's very, very difficult to know exactly what. People are, what did you say? I ate groundnut soup. Or something. But what are the ingredients in the groundnut soup? Is it the onions in there, the tomatoes, a certain type of tomato that you're allergic to? What meat is in there? What fish is in there? How was it cured, earlier on before using? So you have to be very, very particular, and that's how we deal with allergies.
So it could be something that he used to prepare his Indomie, right? Because I enjoy my Indomie just fine.
Exactly.
And I'm fine.
So different people, and even the Indomie, people add all sorts of things to it.
So it could be one of those.
To garnish it, so it may be one of those.
Let me talk to Kwesi now. Hello, Kwesi.
Yeah, hi, Lexis.
How are you?
Great, and you?
I'm well, thank you. Let's
Hi,
hear
Kwesi.
You. Yeah,
go ahead.
I really like you. Like the push when you're on there all the time, And I'm 44 years.
Right.
And then I used to masturbate, but I've stopped for the past 2 years now. At the same time, I'm also diabetic.
We didn't hear that. The first part.
Come again?
You said you are what? We didn't hear that part.
I see. I'm 44 years.
Yes.
And I used to masturbate too.
Okay. All right.
But for the past 2 years now. At the same time, I'm also diabetic.
Okay.
And then I'm experiencing an aggressive erectile dysfunction.
Wow.
Is there any remedy?
Right. So he's talking about being diabetic and then also experiencing erectile dysfunction, ED. Obviously, we treated that topic over a 2-week period. So yes, there is a remedy. The question is there a remedy? More often than not, there is a remedy. I think since we did a show in June or July last year, there were only just about 2 or 3 people that I saw that, frankly, I had to tell them that, you know what, it's beyond what medically we can repair. But by and large, there is a remedy. We need to take a very thorough history to try and find out exactly why you have the ED. There are medical reasons. He being diabetic is one of them. Probably he has high blood cholesterol as well. And all these are contributory factors to something we call a vasculogenic ED, where the blood vessels that are responsible for causing the erection are not in good shape because of the diabetes. So yes, there is a remedy, and he should call us up at the end of the show, and then I'll book an appointment at the clinic, and then we'll go through the protocol.
I've got Lukman here. Lukman. Hello, Lukman.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lukman.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have a question for Joy Doctor.
Right. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for helping us.
Thank you.
Yeah, please, I would like to know if you have a little problem with your vision and you go to hospital and you have been given a glass. Does that mean that all the time you have to go and upgrade it, or the one that they give you use it forever?
Right. So good question. He's talking about vision. And I remember that was part of the plan I spoke about last week, that you should book an eye appointment every year. I'm actually going for my eye appointment tomorrow with my eye doctor at Kolibu. So it is very important. The reason why you may be given reading glasses vary, or you may be given a pair of eyeglasses vary. And once you're given the eyeglasses, the responsibility of the optician or the eye doctor or the eye health professional to let you know when to come back for review of that original condition.
Okay.
And then also sometimes they change what we call the power of the lens. So the power of the lens has to be adjusted over time depending on the state of your vision. So it is not once and forever. There has to be a follow-up plan.
Vincent in Adenta says, Lexis, I'm allergic to coffee, corn, tea. What can I do to limit the reactions?
When it comes to allergies, it's very difficult to limit the reactions. If I understand his question very well, is it that when he gets it comes into contact with these things, how does it not get a very bad reaction? Well, we don't have prophylactic agents against that, things that would either prevent or minimize. Usually when it comes to allergies, the rule of thumb is identify and avoid. Identify and avoid. Because even we realize that the more you are exposed to that particular thing, the stronger your reaction. So sometimes you're exposed to it the first time round, you wouldn't get a very bad reaction. The second time, third time, then it builds up.
Okay.
And then you get a very, very bad reaction. Of course, when the reaction happens, we can always treat when you come into the hospital.
Victoria. Hello, Victoria.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. You're welcome, Victoria. How are you?
Thanks. I'm fine. I have a question for the doctor.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I wake up with anxiety. And then I'm always tired. So I just want to ask for an advice.
Okay.
Right. If you could hold on.
Hold on, Victoria. Don't
Victoria,
go.
what do you mean by anxiety? Can you explain a bit more? What do you mean by anxiety?
Sometimes shaking.
You're shaking?
Yes.
Are you fearful? Do you wake up with some fear?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, anxiety is also a medical condition. Sometimes it can be a primary medical condition, or it could be secondary to a particular medical condition. She talks about fatigue, and then in addition to the anxiety, the fatigue could be as a result of poor sleep. I don't know whether or not this is interfering with her sleep or she's getting enough sleep. But then for most people who come to me with this complaint, I would like to know what their thyroid function or thyroid status is. There's a condition we call hyperthyroidism, where you're producing a lot of thyroid hormone from that thyroid gland, which is at the base of our neck anteriorly. So that it gets bigger, and then we call it a goiter. When that happens, sometimes it produces a lot more thyroid hormones than normal, and it can cause you to develop a lot of anxiety in addition to feeling fatigued. But there's so many other conditions or symptoms that go along with it, and it will be very important for her to come into hospital so that we get a very, very detailed history and then go along.
Okay.
Yes.
This one says, my kids keep having this skin rush that look like ant bites. I've done all the tests in the world. I change their towels and bed sheets every week, change their soap, pomade, and even check their foods, but still.
Right, so I guess these are bumps. Usually when you get bitten by an insect or an ant, for example, then you get these little swellings or bumps. It depends. If it is itches, then we go into a different area. She may be pointing at what it is, which is that the children are getting frequent insect bites. So whenever there's a bite, they tend to inoculate that area with a chemical substance which may invoke an inflammatory response, which you see as that bump. All right. Typically, it is itchy, and that will tell us that yes, there's some irritation going on. It could also be that they are allergic to something. And the difficulty always is finding out what the allergy is. I would advise her to get a dermatology consult, to get a consultation with a dermatologist, a skin specialist, since it's gone on for quite a long time and she's changed towels and all of that. A dermatologist would be a good place to start with.
Kweku?
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear you.
Yes, I'm 48 years.
Right.
My BP has been fluctuating, 130, 90, 85, 90. I checked this morning, it's 140, 110 with serious headache.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to assume you've not been previously diagnosed with hypertension. If that... am I right?
No and yes. For the past 3 months, I've been given nifedipine.
Okay, all right. So then it means a health professional has seen you, probably a doctor, and a diagnosis has been made of high blood pressure, and you've been put on medication. So this is what I would say. I wouldn't probably go into the specifics, but I would say that we've got very, very clear-cut guidelines on diagnosing high blood pressure. And then we've also got very clear-cut guidelines on target for treatment or treatment targets. So anytime we put somebody on medication, we set a treatment target What I would say is that the value you are mentioning or presenting to me today is high. If you are on medication and that is your reading and you have headaches, then your blood pressure is not well controlled, and you need to immediately see your doctor about it so that he can look at the medication. It's not just the medication, the whole TLC thing that we talk about, the therapeutic lifestyle change. It looked at your diet, talks to you about exercise, and then the medication as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you, Kweku. Have a good day. Frederica says, good afternoon. Kindly let the doctor know that my brother took Tab Nospa and his face and lips started to swell.
Right.
And myself, when I take in pork, I get acne all over. What drug can I use?
Right, so I'm not going to be able to prescribe anything on air for them.
You know what's interesting?
No.
She's not willing to stop the pork. So she wants to go take the pork.
Hands there. No,
she wants to go take the pork and then take a drag.
She wants to eat the pork and then, Philip, you've got a friend, pork joint meats.
I know.
Right, so, I mean, she's allergic to it. The danger is that it builds up because it's in hypersensitivity reactions, for example. So it may build up and then she may have a very terrible reaction one day because of that build up. Nospa is a medication, and with all medicine, some people react to it. So he's talking about the brother, and I'm not surprised because they all share, the genetic code. So they may be allergic to different things. So it's very important for the brother to note it down, and anytime he goes to the hospital, he needs to mention to any nurse who's seeing. It doesn't matter the complaint. You've got to talk about the drugs that you are allergic to so that we note it down. Sometimes some very, very unfortunate accidents have happened just because we didn't know the individual was allergic. Not that that particular brand of drug is not good.
Okay. Let me take a couple more before we are out of here. Hope says, please, I want to know if sitting for long hours can cause piles. I just want to know if there's any kind of lifestyle that can avert it.
No. We don't think so. We actually believe, or one of the theories about piles, we never have a firm etiology in terms of what brings it about. But one of the theories we push a lot is being in the upright position.
Okay.
So we believe that once humans got into the upright position, it exerts a lot of gravity on the veins that are in the inner region. Then they become engorged, they become congested, and then they pop out as the piles. So it's piles are very common, very old, and it's almost every single village you'd have somebody with piles. The danger is that it can bleed and bleed terribly. So if he has one, he needs to come into the hospital. We will not make an assumption that it's piles. You need to get a procedure we call a colonoscopy done, where we actually visualize it. If it's piles, then we will deal with it.
Good evening, Lexis. Please, I have a problem. I want to ask the drive doctor. Anytime I get small feelings, then the sperms start to come out from my penis. What kind of sickness is that?
Kwabe, it's not sickness. The who you don't know. You have to wear some metal suits.
Doctor.
It's also shame some metal suits or something too.
A lot of us have this, Your feelings not bad. No,
so most people have that. We call it PME, premature ejaculation.
Okay.
So it is a recognized medical condition.
Yeah.
Really, the only way we treat it is just to take your mind off it. We'll try and delay the thing. So some people don't like eating the toffee with the wrapper. But I would strongly recommend that you try practicing how to eat the toffee with the wrapper.
Doctor. Feelings, doctor. Yeah, we hear you. A lot of people would want to get in touch with you after this show because the questions are a lot. I wish I could read all of them, but I can't. So how can they reach you?
Well, we hope to do a lot more of these open clinics on a regular basis.
Okay.
That's what we want to do this year. That maybe every quarter or something, or every month, once a month, we'll just do an open clinic because most of the time there are lots of questions.
Yeah.
So the number is 0501 477 340.
Okay.
0501 340. Sorry, 477 340.
All right. Feelings doctor. Thank you so much for helping us with our open clinic here on Joy FM. Dr. Yaw Osafo is CEO of Medicas Hospital. My brother with feelings is here. Mano, how you doing, man?
I don't have feelings.
You don't have feelings? You be wood? You be wood? You don't get feelings?